In this video, we are going to look at the web tool Pixlr. Pixlr is a great tool to mark up images, and in the library world, they can definitely be used by our students to demonstrate learning, to demonstrate research, to be able to make presentations, etc. Pixlr is found at pixlr.com. There are three tools here. There's Pixlr Editor, which is a higher end editing tool. Pixlr Express, which we'll look at today, which is a mid-range tool that is still very easy to use, or Pixlr-O-Matic, which is even easier. So you can actually choose out of these three which one makes the most sense. Looking at the Pixlr blog, you can see what can be done with Pixlr. These are some photos that are their pictures of the day that probably more professional photographers have taken, but it just shows what's possible. So the blog is a great source for you just to check out and see what's there. The link to it is right at the top right. Okay, let's jump in with Pixlr Express. When you open Pixlr Express, you have four options. You can browse your computer for an image, open the URL to an image, use your webcam, or create a collage. Let's start with browsing the computer. Open an image. Notice that you can do full screen to make it a little bit easier to see. And there's the save and the close options. So down here are the various options to edit this photo. Let's just go through them. The first one says adjustment. With the adjustment, you have tons of options here. We won't try to go through all of them. Some biggies here are to crop it, to resize it, rotate it, and then you can adjust the color. If it were a person, you could adjust any red eye. And then there's different effects here that you can experiment around with. There are borders, stickers. You can put words on top of it. So let's look at borders, for example. Put some borders around it if you want. When you like what you have, you can hit apply. And you can also move the image up or down, undo, redo, cancel if you don't want to do that one. So let's pick one and kind of go from there. I'll apply. Next you can, let's try this one. You can put some typeface on it. You pick the font that you want. Type the text here. You can select the justification that you want, the color you want. So I think much of this will be very intuitive to students. Drag it wherever you want. When you're happy, you apply. So that's how you can edit a specific type of image. When you like the image and you're done with it, select Save. You can select the file size, continue to save, name it, and that image is saved on the computer, ready to be imported into some other presentation tool or report to further illustrate or explain the student's research. Now let's take a look at the collage option. I'm going to click on collage. By default, Pixlr Express opens up a 4-quadrant collage. You can click on layout down here and notice that they have a number of different layouts for the collage. So you can pick the layout that best, works with the number of photos you have and the layout that you want. For the purpose of this video, let's just stick with the 4 quadrants. As I click into each quadrant, it prompts me to come in to locate that image on my computer. So in this case, we'll go with a bird theme, which is great if your students maybe are doing some kind of research on that, on birds, and they want to be able to illustrate it. Notice as I click into each quadrant, I have the ability to go search for another photo, to go and just edit that one photo, or to delete it to start over. Now let's work across the toolbar at the bottom. The first thing you can look at is the spacing. Perhaps you want a little bit more space, white space between these. So you can slide that in or out however is appropriate. Next, you can adjust the roundness of the photo, sliding it in and out. And you can adjust the proportions. As well, you can select the color for the background. When you're finished, you can select Finished. And it gives you some more options for continuing to deal with that photo. The options include the ability to make adjustments, effects, overlays, borders, stickers, and type, similar to what we just saw with the individual ones. So for the adjustments, if I need to do anything here, like rotate it, colorize it, blur it, sharpen it, etc., I can go across and work on that. Let's look at the effects. So there are many different effects you could do here: creative, default, soft, subtle, and so on. So the kids can kind of play around with that. Let's look at overlays. You can do tons of overlays here. Tie-dye, smoke, canvas, and so on. And each time you open up one, it gives you more options. So we could put a fabric overlay on that. If you don't like that, you can pick a different one. If you don't like any of them, you can cancel it and come back and try something else. Lots of different options there. Okay, let's go with the overlays again. Lots of different options. You can also select borders. And for each one you click on, it gives you even more options in it as well. You can add stickers, which kids might like to do. And you can add text again. Text would be great for the kids to label these birds, perhaps to demonstrate some learning, or to cite the resource where they got the image. That would be good as well. So there are some educational applications to doing this as well. So let's say I selected a font. You can type in the words there. You can change the font. Again, you can justify. You can select the color again. and the transparency. Apply. Do that in each quadrant if you would like. Okay, when you are done, when you're happy with everything here, then you can at that point close it if you don't like it, but you'll probably want to save it. So we'll select save again. You can select how large the file is that you want. You can name the file. And select the location to save it. Then this marked up photo here can be saved as a brand new photo for you. It's especially nice for using in the school because students have not logged in. They haven't given any personal identifying information or any email. So it is an easy and simple tool to use in the classroom as well. You also may want to check out the Pixlr mobile apps for using on mobile devices. Enjoy introducing Pixlr.com to your students. Thank you.